Hi everybody, this is Em from DIYM, and today I was thinking of doing a dangle or keychain, whatever you want to call it, same thing I guess. I did something similar to this. If you guys missed it, I'll link that video down below, but it's a very long video. It's my longest video to date. That is my monster jewelry video. I did a dangle. So I have this. It looks like those little Debbie cakes, and it's just a little charm, and I thought it was really fun and really cute, and I just wanted to do some beadwork. So that was my very first dangle I've ever made, so I just kind of wanted to do something similar but Christmas themed instead of Halloween themed. I could do a Halloween one for sure if I wanted to, I suppose, but maybe I'll do that next year. Anyways, I just wanted to do this for fun, and you can add this to gifts. I'm going to show you what I'm going to do with this. I'm going to break out some of my stash that I have for my pen. So some of these beads you've already seen. Some of them you haven't, because this is brand new stuff that I just got not long ago. There's a bead store not too far away from where I live. I mean, a lot of the stuff I'm sure you could probably find it on AliExpress or Temu or something like that, maybe even Amazon or whatever online somewhere. But yeah, I actually went to a physical store and got a few beads. Not a lot, I just wanted to get a few. So yeah, so I have these chains, little keychains that I got for the video I did with the jewelry. I just wanted to bring that out again. I also have from that same video a lot of this stuff, so I'm going to do some, I guess it's bead wrapping or something with eye pins. You can get flat ones too if you want to, if you don't want an extra loop happening, but I kind of want an extra loop just in case. I want to see if I can make this kind of chunky. We'll see. I don't know. I'm just going to play around and see where this goes. This already has a silver jump ring, so I'm probably just going to work with the silver jump rings. I did gold last time, so I'm going to work with the silver ones I think this time. So you can do whatever you want. Obviously, you can do lighter silver. You could do, if you can find colored lobster clasps and jump rings, if you want to do colored stuff like this, then by all means you can definitely do that as well. Okay, so I just wanted to bring that out, but that's kind of mainly what I'm going to be working with, I think. So eye pins, mostly silver ones, I think. I've got some, I'm going to need this for sure. This is like the only one that works for me. A wire snipper. And then I've got, I don't think I'm going to use this. I think I'm going to use the smaller ones here because they're a little easier to use. But I'm probably going to use this to do some more delicate detailed work here. So I've got a few different jewelry tools for that. And then I have, I'm going to bring out, just to show you for fun here, I'm just going to put this aside for a second. I don't know if I'm going to use a lot of these things, but this is the stuff I got from the bead store. This is just a few new things. Nothing too major because I've got a lot of other stuff, but we'll see what goes with this. There is a lot of red in here, but I was thinking red and pink is fine. I don't really care too much if there's a little bit of red, but I want to do mostly pink just for fun. These ones kind of look like soccer balls. I was kind of doing this just in case I do something for maybe my nephews because they're really into soccer, but I'm probably going to use something like these guys. I like these. I thought that these were really fun, pretty colors. A lot of these to me are really, really pretty fun colors. So yeah, I might end up using some of these guys from the bead store. So anyways, I'm going to put those guys aside. But yeah, some of these guys are really big gumball beads. I just want to use maybe some smaller ones like this. So out of the small things, I have, I don't know if I'm going to use this, but I've got little flowers. Oh, I have some that are kind of reddish in color. So maybe that'll tie in. I don't know. Maybe that'll tie in with the red here a little bit. I'm just going to bring it out. That's probably closer to this red. This might be kind of nice. This looks pretty cute. I might end up doing something with this around the top of the tree because it looks very festive. Even if I just opened up this jump ring and just hung this right here, I think that would be super cute just to have a little Christmas flower topper. I'll see what I do with that. But yeah, then I have these little tiny beads. I've used these before already. And I've also used these disco beads before, but I finally added like a nice sparkle. I actually might make something like this in the future. Drop me a line down below in case you think that'd be kind of cool to watch me do this, because I saw somebody doing this. I already had the idea to do this. Then I saw somebody actually doing it and I'm like, yeah, it's pretty much the exact same thing that I was thinking of doing. So I was thinking of taking some plain beads that I'm not that fond of and making them into beads that I like and just adding little gemmies to it and gluing that down. So I don't know. I kind of want to make more things like this. So anyways, I might bring out that. I might bring out these bow guys again because I really like these bows. I don't know which ones I'm going to use, but we'll see. Maybe I can do some fun colors or something. So there's the fuzzy ones that I really love using, but I also love these ones too. I think these ones are kind of better for the pens. So I might end up, because I find these are really hard to work with, but they're nice for dangles. So maybe I'll work with these guys. I'll see what I can come up with that. And then I really don't have a lot of stuff to work with though, so we'll see how well this works out. But I have spacer beads. I don't know if that's going to be great for this. This is probably better for pens. So I divided them by color, right? So these are just a bunch of pink ones. I don't really know if I'm going to be using these, to be honest. And there's also crown ones. But again, I feel like that's better for using for pens. So brought them out just in case, but I don't know if I'm going to be using them. The main thing I have to start doing here is probably taking head pins or eye pins. I think I'm going to use the eye pins because then I can add more stuff to that, and then I can use the jump rings for this as well. But yeah, I'm just going to open this up because I think that this is going to be really fun to just open this up and add a little this to this. I like to open from the side because I find it has a less dented look. Sometimes people pry it apart like this way, but if you open it, tilt it from the side like this, it's a little easier to put it back in a more seamless way. Oh, this might be hard to do. Let me see. To really tilt it quite a bit, it seems, in order to get the flower petals over the top of it. Ooh, this might be tough. Ooh, this might be a lot harder than I thought. It's okay. I think I can do something with this. Here, I'm just gonna close this up again for now. Let's try this. Putting this guy through here, cutting off a little bit. I don't know if this is gonna work, but let's just give it a whirl. Cut it midway here, like that. Put that aside for now. I'll take this loop on the bottom like this. I don't know if this is gonna work, but let's try it anyways. I think I had the loop going a little too long here. Does that make sense? We'll see what I can do with this, if this will work. So let's try this. Try to open this up again. I don't want this to come off really easily, so. I want them to lock back up. I think that's a bit better. I don't know. Sometimes it's hard doing this sort of thing. If you guys struggle, I hear you. I hear you. I'm right there with you. Okay. Okay. Well, there you go. It's like a fun, almost like poinsettia type topper. I don't know. I think that's kind of cute. If you want to have this be the focal point thing, you can always just clip it on like that. You can always also just add it to something like here. I think that's fine dangling down like that though. I think that's kind of neat. It looks kind of cool. So, okay. So my main thing now is to just get a bunch of beads that I feel go with this, or you can just do fun colors too. I don't really like that pink with this pink. I don't really love that pink either. I don't even really know where I'm going to put this necessarily. I might do that at the top or something like that. I feel like the white would be better. I know I hate doing that because I feel like I want to add more color to things. Okay, I'm gonna make the decision when I bring in a bunch of other colors here and see what happens. I like these, but I don't know if they're gonna go well with this as well at the same time. Because this pink is very different from this pink. And it's got some blue in it, which I don't know if I love. It's unfortunate though. I feel like this would look cute with something, but I don't think it's great for this project necessarily. It's too bad. Okay. Maybe I'll get some big gumball beads in here. I don't know, these ones look like soccer balls, but that might be kind of cute. It's like little presents or something. I'm trying to think of, do I have little things that I could use as present charms? To hang off of this. I think that would be kind of fun actually. That might be kind of cute. It's almost like a retro Christmas. Okay, so I think I'm gonna go with these little charms here. These are really fun. It sucks though because there's gold happening here. That's okay. There's gonna be some clashing of metals. I'm just gonna have to deal with it. It happens every project, it seems. I always have to deal with some sort of metal clash situation. Just pretend that it's all matching. Okay, guys? I don't know. I mean, it's not really matching with this, the pink and the silver, so whatever, it's fine. It's fine. We'll just figure it out as we go. Okay, so there's that. I hate doing this, but I feel like the white just goes better with this theme. This is very wintry and fuzzy. I don't know. I hate doing that, but I'm doing the monochromatic thing, but not really. I'm bringing in other colors and stuff here, so that might be okay. I'm gonna match this, and then I might bring some mint in here because I really like mint. There's some mint and pink happening throughout here. Should I do yellow too? Maybe a little yellow would be kind of cool. Yeah, just to play with some different colors, because I always do monochromatic sort of stuff. It's gonna be a lot of littler beads that I'm working with, but that's okay. I'll just have one big gumball bead. I'll have those ones up top, and then I'll just have these guys. I'll figure it out. I'll figure it out where the placement's going to go. But yeah, I think those will be kind of fun to have a few. I'm gonna do this too, this little soccer ball one, just because it seems like another present under the Christmas tree for somebody. I think that would be really fun. A little extra fun thing to add. Okay, cool. All right, now we gotta do some wire wrapping here. So I'm gonna get a whole bunch of silver. Oh, and then I have to open this guy up. Can't forget this guy. I'm gonna do a bigger bead as well. Okay, I'm just gonna put those eye pins aside. I almost called them head pins. These are head pins, these are eye pins that I'm using. Again, you don't have to use those, but yeah, they might work in case you want to dangle something off of something else here. Okay, I'm just gonna do some cutting. So just insert this first, and then I like to maybe cut halfway down. Put that extra thing aside. I'm going to throw that out later, or you can always use it if you need to. Maybe you want to make another jump ring or something, because you could probably use that if you don't want to throw things out. I like to take this kind of tool, it's a little bit flatter. Take the flatter tool so I can hold this part of the loop in place. And then I like to take this guy and take the end of it. Just try to curve it in if you can. It helps to have really little ones of these. I've seen these at the dollar store a few times. I don't know if your local dollar store has that, but so yeah, I might hang it off of this one that doesn't look so great. And then we'll see if anything else hangs off of that guy. Okay, so that's done. Put that one aside. Well, let's do this big guy here. Again, it's just one of those things where you just do a little bit more than halfway. Might be better. Don't pinch yourself, because that can happen. Clip that guy. I like to keep it in my hand just so it doesn't go flying. Sometimes it goes flying. It's happened on camera before. I'm just holding the bottom part, the loop down here, just with my thumb now, just to see if that'll work. And then I'm just gonna do what I can to try to close this guy up. So I'm not perfect with this. I think there's ways of getting them perfect. I think there's tools you can get. I don't remember what they're called necessarily. I'll see if I can find them and link them down below if I can see that. But anyways, this I think works really well. I don't even know what this one's called. Again, it came with a little kit I got at the dollar store. Just very small jewelry tools. So I'm just gonna put those wire wrapped ones over there. I'm gonna do this guy next. I don't like when things poke out a bit because I don't want people to get stabbed. If I'm giving this away to somebody, I like to try to make sure that that's tucked in and there's no way of stabbing somebody. I don't want that to happen. Anyways, I'll just do that. They're not perfect. They're not super duper pretty, but they're okay. And people will probably not even notice them because there's going to be so much going on here on this dangle, right? But yeah, I've seen people do obviously dangles for purses and stuff like that, or the keychains and whatnot. I've also seen people do beading for purse chains, so just stuff that you can sort of chain from one end of the purse to the other, and I think that that's really cool too as something, and then you can just hang beads off of that. It's another alternative in case you guys don't feel like doing just keychains all the time. It's a really cool other beaded present you can give to either yourself or somebody else. You do this little cute soccer ball. I just thought this was really fun, this little tiny soccer ball thing. I thought this would be fun for my nephews. My nephews love to play soccer, and I thought it'd be really fun if we made some sort of beaded pen or something. I don't even know. I haven't tested it out. This is the first time I've opened them up. I haven't even tested them out to see if they even go over top of a pen, but if not, you can always make a dangle for your pen. There's that alternative as well. So a lot of these seem to be turning out kind of long, but that's okay. As long as the bead can't escape, it should be fine. Okay, so I'm just gonna do that. Oh, can it? Let me see. That's okay. I'm just gonna probably bead whatever up here. Do some chaining there. Okay, and then the last three here, these just need jump rings, so I don't need to do anything with that other than do jump rings, right? I don't really care if these are a little bit bent either, because I'm just gonna cut off the ends most likely on this, right? I try to, if I can, try to connect it to the other side, because I don't want anything sticking out so somebody can get hurt or cut, okay? So yeah, you can definitely do this for Christmas, or you can do this for birthdays. This doesn't have to be a Christmas project specifically, obviously. This can be for pretty much any occasion. A just because thing too that you're just making for somebody, or to go with a theme or something. I like the idea of having fun present-like things instead of just a bunch of nothing but beads, right? I think that's kind of a fun idea for this kind of dangle. It almost just tells a story a little bit more, so that's fun. All right, so these guys are pretty much done. I just have to get the jump rings out. I'm just gonna do the lighter jump rings here. Is it allowing me to open this up? Oh yeah, there we go. Sorry, there's some sort of sirens happening here. Okay, let's try to figure out where I'm gonna place everything here. Okay, so I'm gonna have this bow at the top. I want that to happen. And then maybe I'll have this big bead at the bottom so that it just carries the weight a little bit and distributes it a bit more. And then maybe I'll have this more in the middle. This guy should get interesting. Okay, I'm gonna start off with the big stuff and then work my way around that. And I can always add things to here in case I can't find room on here on this little tiny space. It's good to start off, I think, with something little like this. You can always make it bigger if you want to, but I think it's good to start off with something little to limit things if you want to make a little chunky dangle thing. Oh, did that not work? Okay, it didn't close very well like I thought it was going to. Okay, that's fine. Let's close it better. Let's try this again. Yeah, I'll just open this up slightly, a little bit more. I didn't close it very well. Okay, I think that's a bit better. Yeah, that's stronger. Okay, so that's at the top there. And then we'll do this guy next, this big one, closer to around that bottom there. And that matches this one fairly well. It's very similar color schemes, so I feel like it kind of goes with the corally color of this pink. It's so slippery, sorry guys. This pink chain here. I feel like it's better to do these big ones. It's gonna get really hard to bead, I think, once it gets really chunky. So let's see. I think that's okay. Yeah, okay, cool. Well, maybe I'll just hang stuff like that off of here to weigh things down a bit more. And like stuff like this. That might be kind of cool. Yeah, it might be alright if I do something like that. Let's try that. Maybe I'll switch that around. There's too much pink here, so maybe pink and green would be nice. And there's a little bit of red in here, so that kind of goes with this. And then there's green sprinkles with this, so that is nice with this charm. And there's, as I said, there's mint happening. So yeah, I think it's just the yellow that's a bit out of place, but I think that pink, yellow, and mint just looks really nice together. So I don't think it's going to be that big of a deal. It plays nicely. And then a little bit of red and white. It kind of looks a little Christmassy to me. The yellow is a bit of a departure, but it's probably more Eastery colors. But I think it still looks nice together, all of it. Okay, it's cute. I like that. Okay, so let's try doing this one here. Get cassette tape. Oops, it closed in a really strange way. I'm trying to close it a little nicer. Okay. Looks kind of awkward so far. We need to get some other beads going on in here. Okay, so where should we place these? I'll try that. I'll have 3 on this side and then these 2 on this side. I think I definitely have way too many of these guys here, but that's okay. Just dumped out a few just so it's a little easier to access. Oh, this was so seamless. I couldn't even see where the opening was for this. Okay. So I'll make sure that these guys are together so that nothing falls off. And then I'm going to have this guy on the other side. On this side, same side, sorry. I'm just going to do that one, and then I'll just do the other ones on the other side. I might switch this one over to the other side depending on how things look. I'm not married to any ideas. Nothing's set in stone. I know that I've seen some dangles that are really, really chunky. Most people might think that these aren't even that chunky. It's chunkier than the last one I did, but not by much. You gotta take baby steps when you're doing things, right? If I feel like I need more, then I'll add more. But so far, this is what I'm gonna do. Okay, woo! There we go. This is already very chunky to me, but alright. Yeah, I might do the pink one next, so that's not so close to this pink. trying to match some colors throughout so it looks kind of cohesive, right? If you're playing with a color palette, you need to have at least a few different colors happening in order to make things cohesive. I like the fact that there's a little bit of yellow just so that'll stand out a bit though. So there's not just a couple of colors happening, right? There's more than that. There's obviously the pink and the mint and the yellow, but there's also white, there's also red, there's also some greens and things happening here. So there's quite a few different colors happening. I know some people don't like pink and red, but I think it looks nice for almost like kitschy Christmas. So hard to keep this on here. Ooh, difficult to do sometimes. Gravity. Gravity happens. Yeah, the more bulky it gets too, the harder it is to do things, I find. Yeah, if you guys are jewelry experts, maybe you guys will know what the names of some of these tools are. I don't know, I just call them the jewelry tools. And I just get like a kit on them, but yeah, I don't really know the specific names for these individual tools. I just always say, just get yourself a jewelry making kit. That always helps. I think I'm just gonna put this guy down there. I'm okay with having a little bit of extra white here. That's fine. Okay, let's look at this guy. Let's see how this looks. It tangles really easily, which is kind of unfortunate, but it's very chunky, which is kind of cool. I think this would have probably looked nicer if this guy was dangling from this, just because the shape of this bow looks like it needs something a little slimmer probably to go through there. Maybe it won't look as bulky if I do that. I'm gonna switch that around. I wasn't thinking of doing that, but yeah, I guess that makes more sense as to why I was originally placing that there. You gotta think about the design of everything too. Something slender needs to fit in here. Oh, it's so hard to grab things sometimes. See, this is why I wanted to do it before I got all the beads and stuff on, because it gets really, really awkward to put things on. But whatever, stuff happens, right? Sometimes you have to zhuzh things and make things make sense a little bit more. Okay, let's hope that this works a little bit better. I think that looks a little nicer. Again, it's not tremendously chunky. I've seen chunkier, but the nice thing about the eye pins is you can always add extra stuff to things if you wanted to. But I think that's kind of fun. It's a fun little dangle you can do to just add to a gift. I'm going to show you something here. So it's not going to go with this sprinkle mixture necessarily. It might be better to get a different type of sprinkle mixture, but I'm just bringing this back because you guys probably remember this video that I did. But you can easily just slip something like this on a keychain and gift this dangle. But yeah, so you can do fun stuff like this. You can definitely have that hanging there from that. It's just fun. I think it's just fun to look at these things. When you gift them to people, people are just always like, ooh, look at all the fun little charms and stuff. They can always take things off if they wanted to, or keep it the way it is and dangle it from their purse or their backpack or whatever, or just, as I said, keys. But yeah, it's just a fun little dangle that you can do. I'm gonna take this guy off again though. Anyways, I like the little poinsettia on top too. It looks like a little topper for the tree. And I like that there's still quite a bit of white throughout. It's not as monochromatic as some of the other things I've done. I have quite a bit of color playing around, but I do have some matching stuff here. Obviously different sizes and different textures. I think it's really important to get that sort of thing happening. I've got some fuzzy elements, some blingy elements, some metallic elements, some transparent elements. So there's all sorts of different textures and things flowing. And then there's also obviously these beads are very similar sizes. So yeah, get different shapes and sizes of things, get different charms, different beads, and I don't know, I think it's fun to do a little really fun chunky dangle, theme it, and show off your personality a little bit with it. But I want to say almost anything goes, but it's not necessarily true. I would say decide on color scheme or palette to make things a little easier for yourself so you're not overwhelmed. I mean, you can have all sorts of different colors happening too, like lots of different rainbow colors and stuff like that, but you don't want to overwhelm somebody's senses. so much sometimes, and not every color goes nicely together. So yeah, there's that. This might have been kind of a fun pink to throw in here, but I don't know, I just kind of wanted this pink because it was very similar to this, and I really like the color of this, and I wanted that to stand out a little bit too. Anyways guys, that's pretty much the end of that video. I just wanted to show you a fun dangle for Christmas time, because as I said, I already did one for Halloween. I might do another one for Halloween next year, we'll see. But if you guys like this video, please be sure to like and subscribe and share the video in case you think somebody's going to like this. If somebody's really into beads and dangles, this is kind of how to do it, I suppose. This is my first time doing kind of a chunkier version of a dangle, and you can even make it even chunkier than that by adding things, just like I did with these guys, adding stuff to these loops, right? In case you want to just keep going. The nice thing about the eye pins is you can keep adding to this if you really wanted to. As I said, if you don't want these loops showing, head pins are a really good alternative. So, but yeah, that's pretty much it, and I hope everybody has an amazing holiday season. Hopefully I can find some of these because these are really, really tasty. I really like the tree cakes. I think they're really good. I found them one year, but yeah, I want to try to find them again if I can. We'll see. Anyways, do you guys have a special treat that you like around Christmas time? Do you like the idea that I did with having little gift ideas in the chain and the dangle? Let me know what your thoughts are down below if you've tried this before. I always like to hear from you guys. Anyways, I hope everybody has an awesome day, and take care everybody, okay? Have a good one. Bye! Happy holidays!